A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Sacramento Kings. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Kings. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
You know, right now, Dallas, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
You know, and that's something we see a lot from teams that come out of the blue like they have this season. Their confidence just grows and grows with each passing week, and they hit the playoffs riding high.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. In the backcourt, it's Fox and Hield. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Weber, and it's Mayo in at the 4 slot. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis, and it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. And the final game, Greg, of the regular season. We can feel it. There's a lot of excitement.
Be it the playoffs or for those lottery teams, a nice vacation. There's always a silver lining.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Weber against Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Grimes. And it's Sacramento with the rebound, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
And I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Doncic with the bucket.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Hield from outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
As the head coach of the Mavericks did give me a few minutes to catch up. We talked about the snowball effect that De'Aaron Fox can have on his team. Coach told me when he gets a few easy ones, everyone else follows suit. You need to get back in transition and take away layup chances from you. And that won't be easy, given the elite speed that Fox possesses. Guys?
Thank you, David. So it's Sacramento now, after the Mavericks pick up 3. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. There's the pass to Singleton. Doncic outside. Fox with the steal. He kicks it to Hield. Pass to Barnes. He pulls it in.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here's Singleton up and in on the layup. Singleton's got 5 points so far.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Hield dishes to Fox. They kick out to Hield. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
The Kings trail by 7. Barnes outside. Pass to Hield. Passes to Fox. Barnes outside. Mayo trying to break loose. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Fox. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Porzingis high post. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Barnes. And it's Doncic missing. The Kings trail by 4. Barnes outside. Here's Fox. 32 points for him last game against Minnesota. Hield outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Hield's got 6.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Doncic, count it.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Hield, the pass to Weber. Knocked away. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Sacramento has possession. Mayo kicks to Fox. Hield dishes to Fox. You know, he rips it, jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside, Porzingis. And there's the pass to Doncic. And it's good for 2. 9 points in the game so far.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
A 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Dallas leading by 3. To the middle and stolen by Mayo. Barnes against Bay. Barnes passes to Hield. And here's Weber. Back to Fox. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. It's a tie ball game.
And Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
Now here's Bay. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 7. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've caused, getting a lot of their offense straight off their defense. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now, here's Fox. 7 points in the game. Here's Hield. Here's Weber. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Kings lead by 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Doncic passes to Bay. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Over in the corner, Doncic. And again, Dallas turns it over.
I had a chance to check out the numbers for Mayo. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 6 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team.
Kings will go for a different look here.
Mavericks dance team.
All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Mavericks, number 1.
You know, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league. Their defense has been dominant. Tremendous scheming by the coaches. The players are skilled. They're motivated. This is a very tough bunch to score on.
Feeds it to Jackson. Fox passes to Graham. And Fox gets him to go. Fox has got 9.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
Jones, no luck. Kings leading now by 4. Inside, stolen by Weber. Doncic looking it over. He dishes it to Jones. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Graham. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Justin Jackson.
And the Kings lead by 6. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Now, here's Doncic. He had 19 points in the win against Indiana.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Now, Nwaba. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Down low. It's blocked, and he gets it back. And Weber's got the ball here for the Mavericks. 6-point game. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Yeah, I thought that had to do with getting the starters in foul trouble and then taking advantage of the substitutes, and that led to a huge disparity on the scoreboard.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
First one falls for him. And the Kings making a change here. Harkless is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Sacramento with the ball. They lead by 4. Guarded by Weber. The dish to Graham. Over Green. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Here's Graham following the score by Dallas. And he drives in. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. First in scoring, third in assists, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Outside, Green. It's up a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
2 minutes remaining.
Guarded by Weber.
2 minutes.
Kicks to Graham. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Doncic outside. Pass to Green. Trying to find Weber. He's got it now. Over Jackson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Kings trailing. Pass to Nwaba. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Jones kicks to Green. The three. He's off on that one. And the Kings going the other way now. Here's Graham. Here he goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now, here's Doncic. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectations. Somehow, he's managed to average about 34.5 points a game. Now, Nwaba. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Stolen. Here's Jones. Rebounded by Jackson.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here is Graham. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. 4 on the shot clock. Over Weber. Off the left rim and out. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Sacramento. Willing his team to a successful quarter performance, he seemed to stop at nothing to push the momentum. And we'll be back with you shortly. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Kings leading now by 3 on the court for Sacramento. They've got Mo Harkless. Ante Graham is out there with David Nwaba. And it's House in at the 3. Now here's Graham. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Devontae Graham at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Graham. And Graham drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Graham against Jones. Going inside. Here's Weber. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Nwaba with it. Passes it to Graham. Now back to Nwaba. Now Graham fires from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Graham's got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings. Green passes to Doncic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out. Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Team foul.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The pass to Nwaba. Graham against Jones. Shot clock at 6. Takes the turnaround J. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. On the wing, Green. Graham defending. Green kicks to Weber. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive foul.
Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. A different look for Dallas. Hayes checked in, and it's Singleton in for Doncic.
Line for your Mavericks. Trey Jones. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Graham will bring it up for Sacramento. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. He kicks to House. Five to shoot. Pass to Weber. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Singleton misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Hield. Mayo trying to break loose. Hield with the bucket.
Assist.
Now it's a 5-point Kings lead.
And that's not easy, but Hield is an effective scorer who's capable of finishing through that kind of defense.
Now, here is Weber. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. It's stolen by Jones. It's 2-on-1. Here's Singleton, and it's blocked. Here is House, guarded by Weber. Graham finds Hield. Fires the 3. Day pulls it in.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Weber. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Grimes. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Kings leading now by 3. On the wing, Hield. Back to Graham. Six on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Rebel. Here's Mayo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Weber. And then for Sacramento, Harrison Barnes comes in for Daniel House. And it's Fox in for Javonte Green. Mavericks trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Grimes. Back to Jones. Grimes guarded by Weber. No good that time. Kings leading now by 6. And you look at Harrison Barnes shooting. It's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
So it's the Mavericks now after the Kings pick up 2. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Singleton the pass to Bay. He feeds it to Jones. Over Mayo. Got a piece of it. And he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jones against Fox. Pass to Weber. Back to Fox. Healed outside. Mayo trying to break loose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league. As dangerous as they come.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw drops for Hield.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Both free throws good from Hield. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 10. Pass to Bay. Looking to end the run. And that one is stuffed right through.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Mayo following the score by Dallas.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Kicks it out to Jones. Right side, Porzingis. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Fox passes to Weber. Dishes it to Hield. Again, the miss by the Kings. Mavericks trail by 6. Outside, Jones. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Stolen by Weber. Fox with it. Picked up by Singleton. Barnes dishes to Fox. The pass to Weber. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one.
And Fox is a solid passer. Knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Now here's Porzingis. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And here are the Mavericks now. Bay passes to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Over Mayo. With 1 on the clock. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Now Singleton following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Pass to Jones. Shoots the three. Not going to go that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Healed against Jones. Healed kicks to Barnes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Well, that's called exhibiting power and quickness in the painted area. Barnes does a really good job drawing contact there.
Sacramento shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Barnes.
A really solid free throw shooter. The team would like to see Barnes get to that line more often.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Mavericks trailed by 8. Doncic with it. And now by Barnes. And Justin Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Harrison Barnes.
Kings substitution. Maurice Harkless.
Outside, Green. Stripped away. The kick out to Fox. Lays it up off the glass. Fox has got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
You could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Fox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Assist goes to.
And the Kings lead by 8.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
And a deep three from Doncic. Rebound by the Kings.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Green. Fox against Doncic. To the paint is Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his
And
personal foul.
KP, he's not shy about creating some contact there. He might have a slender frame, but he is not afraid.
The Mavericks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the first one drops.
Well, you have got to love the versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Unbelievable shooting touch at 7'3", can also be a monster on the defensive end. Good luck, future of the NBA.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Fox finds Harkless. To the middle. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Now here's Porzingis. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Lock at 6. Outside, Green. Drills it from outside. Green's got 6 points.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Aston Waba. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. From 13, it's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Kelly, guarded by Jackson. Kelly passes to Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. He can't get that one. Kings leading now by 5. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Mwaba. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
For Sacramento, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the free throw, no good. Here's Kelly. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Passes it to Weber. Doncic outside. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. Doncic has got a pair of triples in the second half for the Mavs. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Luke Walton. Luke, obviously a big game. How's your team doing so far?
They were great. They were locked in. That's what I wanted to see, the possession-by-possession type of mentality, following a game plan. I'm real happy with the mental preparation we have right now.
They are following the script, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And looking in Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now here's Hield. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic, and it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Weber. Just 5 to shoot. for Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Grimes covered by Hield. It's rebounded by Mayo.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Kings getting the bucket.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
Hield outside. Up top, Weber. Kicks it to Barnes. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his
Really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Mavericks trail by 4. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Grimes covered by Hield. Now the pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Weber. Porzingis can't hit. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Basket good. Hield's got 12.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his feet. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Fox following the score by Dallas. Hield dishes to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Fox against Doncic. Hield outside. Pass to Mayo.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Fox against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, the aggressiveness in the paint from Porzingis, you know, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers.
For Dallas, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Porzingis. The Kings leading. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Fox, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length. He's a factor there in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Throw good, Fox.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
Daniel House is checked in for Sacramento. Fox hits them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. To the inside. Here's Singleton. Rebound by House. Kings leading now by 3. For 3. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by House. Fox has got 9 points now in just the second half. Inside. Here's Bay. Good D by Weber. Sacramento's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Weber, he's checked in for Dallas. Jones comes in for Doncic. And here's Jones. Porzingis passes to Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
You know, another thing I've noticed is how many of their baskets are coming off assists. Great ball movement for them all day.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Jones nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Fox looking it over. Down low, Mayo can't cash in from close range. Mavericks trail by 4. Jones the pass to Singleton. Passes it to Weber. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. He dishes it to Jones. Driving inside. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Grimes covered by Heel. From 13. And the shot falls short this time.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Mayo. He's got 5. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And this is how confident Hield is. Knows he's capable of torching the D off the catch.
Here's Grimes. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Sacramento leading by 7. Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Singleton, and finished off by Singleton.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Now, here's Fox. He's got 24. That one good for 2.
And how about that stick-to-itiveness from Fox there? Just a great attitude. He really excels at driving inside and kind of just bouncing off defenders.
Here's Jones. 9-point game. Dallas moving it around. Good on the triple. Singleton's got 12.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Timeout called by the Kings. Both teams deciding to change it up. Jackson from long range. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Poked away and stolen by Graham. And now Sacramento on the break. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Green against Graham. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Green.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Here's Fox again, Sacramento.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Weber kicks to Singleton. There's the drive, and a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. Weber's got 3 assists now in this one. The dish now to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Now here's Jones. He has 7. And stolen by Graham. A 3 ball. The Mavericks pull it in. Weber's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball's knocked loose. Misses off the right iron. Kings leading now by 8. Outside, Fox. Defended by Jones. Turn around Jay. It's rebounded by Dallas. Green deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Here's Weber. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Fox with it. He's got 32. Here's Graham. It's deflected. Now Green. It's Jones on the way. Kicks to Singleton. 5 to shoot. Here's Kelly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Dallas, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. First free throw is good. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Then for the Kings, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Harkless. And David Nwaba is subbed in for Fox. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Graham will bring it up for Sacramento. 4-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Mavericks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Kings leading now by 4. Allman here now for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Dallas. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Weber gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Nwaba. Here's Graham. Again, the miss by the Kings.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Porzingis is double. Kicks it to Kelly for the lead. Bangs home the trifecta. Kelly's got 7 points. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now here's Graham. He's got 8 into the lane, and it's blocked. Green left side. It's deflected. 35 seconds left in the third. And it's Graham missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Kelly. He has 7. And the pass to Weber. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Nwaba. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks ahead, up 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Jackson is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Devontae Green. Then it's David Nwaba. Now here's Green.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line.
That's his first personal foul. First team
and
foul.
some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
And what a superb performance behind the arc for them. They have been killing it from three-point range.
Free throw good, Green. And the Kings making a change here. Mayo's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. The Kings trail by 5 to the inside. Banked in off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's the
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Here's Graham. Barnes right side. Shoots over Bay. Barnes can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Doncic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 17 points for Luka Doncic.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mayo trying to break loose, and it's Graham missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Barnes against Bay. Barnes looking around. To the right side. The ball movement here by the Kings. Clock at 4. Three-pointer. Graham buries it from three-point range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. And Weber with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Weber's got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Graham. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And no good that time. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Tyler Bennett taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Several teams changing it up here. Both shots good from a strike. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Mayo. Now here is Weber. And here is Bay. He takes it in. Doncic. And the shot goes in. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now here's Barnes. Mayo finds Graham. Knocks it loose. Healed against Weber. From 13, they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic outside. And stolen by Graham. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his move.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Graham, the pass to Mayo. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bay. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Pass to Kelly. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Knocked loose. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Hield. Here's Grimes. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Kings trail by 13. Graham kicks to Mayo. This is to Hield. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Back to Doncic. No shot that time. Not on target. Excellent D there for Mayo. Hield outside. He lobs it up. That one off the back iron and out.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
And that one drops for him. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now, here is Weber. Puts it up. Hield can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Doncic, here we go.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Graham with the ball. Hield outside. Driving to the basket. Good for basket number 6 for him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And smart decision by Hield. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
And Bay now top of the key. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Takes the 13-footer. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. They didn't look ready to receive it. At least they've got some room for error, but still a poor possession there.
Singleton, he's checked in for Dallas. And a change for Sacramento. Fox is checked in. The Kings trail by 13. Healed outside. Three-pointer. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists now in the game.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Doncic, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. On the wing, Heel. Guarded by Weber. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And playing 4 years of college often hurts your draft status, but it got Hield ready for the NBA. And by his second year, he's one of the team's best starters.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Now Doncic. And the Mavericks call time here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to the head coach of the Mavericks talk with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out in the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
That's his second.
That's just the perfect example of improved strength by Barnes, able to finish +1.
At the line for the Kings, Harrison Barnes. One shot.
Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Doncic. To the wing on the left. Here it's Grimes. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Fox passes to Barnes. He dishes it to Mayo. Unable to get that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Singleton with it. Now guarded by Fox. Bay passes to Weber. The feed to Doncic. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Barnes for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
It's a big part of what makes Harrison Barnes tick, right? Spot-up shooting off the catch, one of his truly strong suits.
Back to Doncic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half. Doncic against Fox from downtown. The Mavericks pull it in. Weber's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Singleton. To the middle. Here's Bay. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and convert it.
Dallas calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Doncic passes to Bay. He kicks it to Weber. And he makes good on the layup. Weber's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Fox dishes to Mayo, and he gets it to go. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Doncic against Fox. Doncic gets to Singleton. Bryant started by Mayo. Good on the bucket.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now, here's Fox. Mayo left side. Healed outside. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. You can't get that one to fall. And it's Dallas the other way.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
And a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win. And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer
for Luka Doncic.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now, here's Fox. Shot from 12. Healed, can't hit. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Doncic against Fox. And they double up Doncic. Weber in the post. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.